Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Lonnie from Debbi Minero. So today is Thursday time of this recording. And that means it's Tangle Time Day, which is always an exciting day because Tangle Time, if you don't know, is at the session that I host, and we take a tangle or two this time, or maybe 3 or 4. We had lots of options today, with one main focus, and that is Lonnie, and just have fun with it, and that we did. All right, so I will show you my samples at the end. Okay, this one starts off with a beware. We have a lot of stuff that's going to go on the outside, so you have to make sure to put this in the center, kind of where you want it, but just be prepared that it's going to expand. I say that because I have the worst trouble with that. I think I'm going to do it on the diagonal because that might be easier for just that. All right, so gonna start off with the seed shape, and you see me being so hesitant. All right, let's put it here. We'll see what happens. All right, so a seed shape, which is a curve line one direction, curve line the other direction. Then we're gonna do a heart underneath. And this, by the way, take a look at the For More Inspiration link, and you will see the inspiration for this. It was, pattern on some fabric of some sort. It's very coarse looking. It almost looks like a, I don't know, I want to say like canvas or something. But anyway, you will see that. And Debbie did a nice job of creating a tangle from it. All right, and this would be great, like I'm thinking, as a feature. So, and you'll see that in my examples, lots of other ways to use it. And if you want to see that, in the description section, I was just trying to put all these words into one. That just never works out good. Find my link tree, which is under the links for the description or the step outs, and then go to my website, subscribe to my blog, and you will see the results from this. Absolutely amazing. All right, so from here we're going to aura this whole thing. So I like to start right here, kind of on the heart part, leaving a gap, and then of course you have fun with well, let's see, do I want to do it this way? Sure I do, because I want to see what I'm auraing, like that. Then we'll do the seed shape. I was about to say, you decide the distance, because there's a lot of fun to be had with that too. Okay. Inside, we put another little heart. Okay. There we are. Now, this is where, well, no, I think I moved the heart up. Oh, I moved the heart up. It doesn't matter when you put that on. It doesn't hinge on anything. You could wait till the end and see if you want to decorate it a different way or whatnot. My version of step 3, and Deb, I hope you don't mind, I decided to put all of the flux shapes together, except for, really at the top there's a seed shape, bottom there's a seed shape. So let's do those first. But I put all of the like shapes in a step. Oh good, I have enough room. Okay, and then, so starting at the top, and I just did these because that's where my pen keeps wanting to do it, so I didn't argue with it. All right, so from the top, we're going to do the flux shape, as we like to call it, like that. You could call it a teardrop. I've heard Maria call it a tethered orb, so it's like an orb, but it's tethered here. You can see it like it's pulling out, like a bubble or something. Okay. But there's a tangle called Flux, actually Rick's version of Flux, and it looks just like that. Okay, and then on the opposite side, just kind of mirroring, like that. And I'm going to say it wrong. I'm going to try. Fleur de lis. Hopefully I got that right. I need to like look at it, and for some reason I want to, or it was fleur de lis. I don't remember. Anyway, you know what I mean. It kind of looks like that. Now at the bottom, similar, but we're going to have these guys are going to kind of hang down a little bit. Yeah. And like all tangles, you could still do what you want. All right, then, and this is just, and actually, you know, because it doesn't matter. It's just the placement, and I like. Let me go back and look and refresh my memory, because I've only looked at it many times here today. So Deb kind of had this, and then these ones, and I kind of like that process, but at the same time, we'll just put all of the little flux shapes out at once. It honestly doesn't matter what order you put them in. Only for you. If there's an order that works for you, great. Okay, and then we're going to put a couple up the sides. These are just going to be a little bit bigger, or you could put 3 up here, up to you. Let's see, I'm going to start here. I'm going to have them kind of aim in a little bit. Ooh, I have it touching, but that's all right. Oh, almost touching. All right. And I'm sure Deb will get on the comments and say, do what you want. Oh, it's such a fun tangle. All right. So we have all of the flux type shapes done. Next, we'll put some dots in. And so in these empty spaces right here, we can fit 3 nice little dots like that in this little corner, yep, up here, like so, and then down here. And of course, you know, all right, then we're going to encapsulate all of this. And so I'm going to start here at the bottom. So it's a big aura, and it's almost like we're drawing another heart. So we're going to come up, and really, you know, actually we're going to, well, no, you could have it kind of aiming for those dots, or like right in between here. So I'm going to start here. And part of me is kind of auraing this same shape. So coming up, and you're going to, of course, it's going to stop a little bit above. All right, let's see if I can do the other side nicely too. And my hand is probably in the way. I'm afraid to look. Yeah, it probably was. Yeah, and then, yeah, well, it sort of was. You could kind of see the tip there. All right, and whatever happens, happens. Don't worry about it. Now, up here at the top, just underneath this, jeez, this, same thing, kind of an aura. It's kind of like we call it an onion dome. You could just do it as a C shape like that. If you add a little flare on the end, it kind of turns it into an S shape. And that's what makes it look like what they call the onion dome. All right. So when you have this, then, or actually this is one step. The second step, add this, and we're going to come out from here with just a little curve line. And of course, there is a lot of fun just in this one step, or actually this and the next step. A lot of fun that can be had from just this, depending on how you do it. All right, and then from here, this open end to this open end, like so. Like so. It's gorgeous. I think it looks like either a brooch, or this one is making me think of like a I have to go and see what it looks like the Purple Heart type of thing. You know, but it looks like, that's what it looks like to me. All right, and then she puts a couple little extra ones right here. So after you're done, a couple little extra flux shapes, kind of ties it all in nicely, like that. And then you get to play and have fun. All right, and so here are some ways to play and have fun. Oh, there are so many. Where to start? Well, you know what? Here's what I'm going to start, because dots are so neat. We call it perfing, and it's already started here. So why not? Oh, well, it looks silly with them so next to each other. You know what? I was going to put them in there. Let's do... Well, you know, it's... Oh, no. Never mind. You take a look at the for more inspiration link. Sorry, my brain... There's just so many things to do, then sometimes my brain just short circuits. Here's the best thing to do first. If you want to. At least for my brain right now. Oh, some line dot dots. Favorite thing in the whole world to do. Look at how... Wait. Just... Let me do this half. It's the power of the line dot dot. Okay. It just does something. It finishes it off. It's so nice. That's why it's my favorite thing to do in the whole world. Especially if my flux shapes come out looking kind of... All right. Now, actually on these seed shapes, I'm just going to put some little lines. It's kind of like shading with the pen. Ooh, like that. And I probably will follow it up with some graphite. Oh, you know, I did see... I'm gonna copy something I saw earlier that I thought was so clever. Let's do this. Just gonna thicken the one side of this heart. I don't know, maybe thicken something else too. I don't know. Kind of makes it look like it's open. You know, let's do this one too. And I can fix that side. Makes it look like it's, you know, hollow and it can go through. Yeah, neat. Okay. Now, let's just add some graphite. And let's try some. Let's make it just rounded, because that always looks neat. You know, I get kind of stuck, and I am happy to admit that here. So my rules are kind of like, well, if there's something that looks like it's tucked into something else, or a point where things gather, I like to add some graphite, kind of like here on these seeds. I'm going to add just a tad bit. And probably the flux shapes, but I might use just what's left on my Tortillion a little bit. Just kind of helps it. So that's the normal places. That's like my go-tos. So then when there's none of that really, it's like, all right, now what? So hence my hesitations and thinking, oh wait, how do I want to do this one? Because I'll show you what I did earlier. And okay. And you know what, since we're doing that, might as well, let's do the perimeter. All right. Well, that's a little thick, but that's okay. Let's see if I can. Sometimes this scooching it like this, forward and backward motion, seems like it is a little bit thinner, because I could get right in there. And let's do here. being careful not to necessarily get it. I'm going to darken the rest because it's like, oh, those are really dark, and the rest, not so much. But I'm also working to not get the graphite inside the flux shapes. I might want to have it in, like in this corner, but you're barely going to see it anyway. Yes. Okay, that side, because I think that must have been the first side that I did. I don't remember now. Maybe it was the second, and I chickened out on some of the graphite. Oh, sorry. There we go. That's looking even. Now, let's do this. Now, very carefully. I said very carefully, and then the pencil wants to get away from me. Okay, let's see how we do this. Okay. Let's see how we do this. Might be get a new Tortillion. No, but see, it's really interesting. I'm gonna do maybe I'll do a test, because I really think you can see how I can get right in there going this way versus the other direction. Yeah, look at how that's kind of popping that center out. Also could look like a locket. That was just occurring to me, like the key is a little heart-shaped key or something. Like to a diary. I don't know. I like to make stuff up. Yeah, so that it kind of makes it, well, see, you could look at it as either it's kind of poofing it out, or this is kind of inset and this is poofing around it. That's kind of the way I see it. But it's interesting, and it's just so fun to add some dimension. And I especially like to add it when I was like, oh, I try to rarely think out in advance, oh, here, I'm going to do this. Because sometimes I think this is more fun. Just like Zentangle. You never know what experience, what learning piece we might get. So I just want to put a little graphite in those fluxes. Just a tad, what's left on my Tortillion. Okay. Yeah. Neat. Although, okay, so I'm really feeling, and I'm going to do it. So if you feel, so here's what my thought is. You might be thinking differently. I'm like, there's still something. And here's what I'm going to do is I'm using my Micron 08. I'm going to go over these lines, and it's perfectly fine to redefine lines. And especially, there's a good saying that my friend Diane says, and so we steal it. And she's always said, if you're not happy with it, it just means you're not done. So that's something. And then my brain is going, okay, well, what else can I do to make myself happy with this? What's going to make the difference? And that's where my brain went to this. You just have to go maybe a little extra slow. I think I just knocked the camera, sorry. A little extra slow because we're tracing over the line. See, and I like the fine line to start off with. Oh, look at that's making a difference. Oh my gosh. And especially working on something small. All right, inside? Yes, no. Kind of needs it, doesn't it? All right. Just this inside. And I'm carefully also course correcting for some of the graphite that got in there. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, that did it. So neat. All right. So fun. Okay. It kind of looks like the one I did earlier, and so I will show you that. So this was from our first Tangle Time session, and this is obviously ginormous size on a tan Zentangle, and just a lot of fun. So I have, it was great fun. So we in our sessions we also played with Deb's love buzz and love bug. Little tangle critters, and so those were fun. I will put the links to the to those step outs in the description section. I will probably have a post about, kind of announcing them as we go, but they're just cute fun. Or actually, you know what? No, when I do the replay, they will be in there. That makes a lot more sense. I think. Who knows. And then in the evening session, I wanted to work on a black tile, and I just think that turned out rather neat with jelly roll pens. When I was doing this one, I was envisioning a lot of flux, at the bottom, just because there's so many of those shapes, and I ended up doing cheesecloth behind this one, and so I was totally tickled with this. And again, redefining lines, it really helped. I did do it on here, because when you do stuff, you end up going over it. Even with the graphite, you'll lighten up the nice dark black line. So if you want it to look a little crisper, just, redefine it. It's okay. Even if you don't have to go with a thicker pen, just do it with the same pen, and it'll turn out really cool. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this. It was fun to premiere this Tangle, even though Deb put it out a little while ago. It was fun to have fun with it. I was kind of had it in my mind, kind of on the back burner, waiting for the right time to play with it. And being that it's the Thursday before Valentine's Day, I thought it was perfect. So thank you, Deb. Great Tangle. And let's see, I mentioned the description section, so you'll find the links to the step outs there, my link tree. If you would like to participate in something like this, and let me just share, and I try to remember to do this, so that way you know kind of what you're getting into. Number one, it's free. These are free. This is a free class. I have some classes that are paid. Those are on Tuesdays. There is one Tuesday that's a free Tuesday. It's called Tough Tangle Tuesday. You can see that on my website. And link is in my link tree in the description section. But here's what we do is we share the Tangle, share the step outs, any samples that are provided, and then it's just go and do, just play with it. And everybody comes up with so many neat things, and that's it. No expectations, no anything. It's whatever, however you want to play is up to you. So just to let you know about that. So if you'd like to join us on one of those, I have there's a couple links in the description section for places I post classes. Also on my Facebook, either my page, that if you click on the icon above all of the big links, that will take you to the page. You can just like or follow, whatever they call it now. They change it. Or if you'd like to also join in the conversation, come and join our group. We have a lot of fun, a lot of great people. There are 4 questions that you must answer in order to gain entry. I just like to make sure everybody is aware of that. I do that to make sure I have real people coming in. It seems to work. So, and it sets the tone and it kind of explains some things. So come and join us there. Let's see, what else do I need to mention? Oh, except for, I don't remember if I did or not. If you enjoyed this, please click like. Please subscribe if you like it enough to see more. I might have said that already. I'm so like geared up from from our playing with this, and I was playing with it just before I was doing all this cheesecloth, and that gets you going. All right, so I think that's it. With that, thank you so much for watching and having fun with me, and I wish you happy tangling.